Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to Mr. Dig's Deals. I'm Mr. Dig. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. I sell on eBay primarily and Facebook Marketplace. It's been a while since I've done a video. It's been just over 3 months now. I sort of lost my mojo for doing it, if you know what I mean. So yes, welcome back to Mr. Dig's Deals, as the new sign suggests. Yeah, as I say, I've been out of the YouTube loop for quite a bit, but I'm back. I'm feeling a lot better than I was about things, and I'm ready to make new content for my YouTube channel. So yes, you've seen the others. Now come and watch the one you can take home to your mothers. So yes, it's basically, if you're not into clothing, then don't watch the video. But if you are, stick around, because this is all about designer clothing. And I paid, or should I say, I went to a charity shop where everything, regardless of brand and condition, was £1. So I've been to one of these shops before. It was an out-of-town shop. So, and for the brands I've picked up and for the money I paid for them, £1 each, there was some crazy money to be made back on profits. So without further ado, let me show you what I've picked up. One of my favourite brands to pick up, this is Fat Face. A lovely, let me just, nice fleecy jumper, roll neck jumper. It's a size XL, and as I said, for £1, be rude not to pick that up and bring it home with me and sell it. Now, this is a wool blend one. Has its little logo. I don't know whether you're going to see that. Its little logo there. Look. But for the, like I say, for the price I paid, it'd be rude not to pick it up, and I'm going to put that on, or in my shop on eBay, for around £29.99, best offer, and for £1 I'm quite happy to come down a little bit in price, but as long as I get about 20 quid for it, so everyone's a winner. Now this is not a brand I've heard of, but obviously being what it is, and the thickness of it, and it's pure wool, it's a brand I've never come across before, and it's that one. Look, now this is quite a heavy jumper, a heavy thick jumper. It's really nice, and especially for this time of weather, this time of year, and the weather, it's how it's been, or now it's supposed to be going. And being pure new wool, for £1, I would pick that up all day long. And it was quite sort of odd to know where to sort of price that, because even though it's not a major brand, it's still pure new wool, and pure new wool items go for decent money. So again, that's going in my shop. I might put that on for £39.99 and best offer, and see where that gets me. It's a brand I've never even heard of. So a brand you probably have heard of is Diesel, and it's a size large. It looks a lot bigger than a size large. It probably dwarfs me as well, to be honest with you. But Diesel, quite a popular brand, and this type of pattern, this check pattern, in some brands have come back into style quite in a big way, to be honest with you. And for £1, again, ridiculous to leave behind. I'm going to stick that on for £29.99. I'm probably looking at about 20 quid, something like that. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. What we have is excuse me a minute, is a nice rugby shirt. Nice green and red striped pattern. Now this one is by Jules Rugby, and it says Lions versus Barbarians on that. Jules Rugby, size XL. So it's again a decent brand and a decent size. I'm going to look to put this on for about £39.99 and take best offers. Probably looking at about 30 to about 25, possibly a little bit more, I don't know. But I'm quite pleased to pick that up, and being Jules, a decent brand in both men's and women's clothing. So it's quite nice that to have that in my store. We have a little bit of fat face again. Oh shit! Oh sorry. And this one is Timberland Earth Keepers, and obviously for £1, it's again a brand that you really can't afford to leave behind, and this is an XL. Now I've heard of Timberland, but never heard of Timberland Earth Keepers. But looking on Soles and Completes on this sort of thing, again, that is going on for about £29.99, probably about £35.99 best offer. And this being this time of year, it's always good to have this sort of stuff. Long sleeved, warm, branded name, cheap price. Everyone's a winner there. So yeah, Earth Keepers Timberland. We have, oh God. We have another quite a large jumper. Whether that do it justice or not, I don't know. And this again is another fat face, but this one's a fat face, the iconic Airlie brand. Again, really thick and heavy. Got padded sort of elbow pad things. Quite thick, quite warm. And again, fat face for £1. You really can't go wrong. And when I looked at this, there's only a few like this around, but the last one to sell went for about 30 odd pound. So that's where I'm going to place this. I'm going to place this because of what it is, who it's made by, and the big size it is. I'm probably looking to put it on for £39.99 best offer again. Take no less than 20 or 25. Now I picked this up the other week. I've only just got round to actually showing and doing a video about what my pickups. But again, and still a heavy, thick fleece. Quite a nice one, nice blue and white and black design. Ideal for this type of weather. And this is a XXL, and again it's fat face. You see that? Fat face. Really thickly padded as well. That is going, or on my current eBay store, at £39.99 best offer. Somebody tried to offer me a £5 for that the other day. I don't think so. Do you? And the next one is, I think if I can get hold of it. Oh, that's better. Is this very nice blue Marks and Spencer pure cashmere colzone, or whatever you call it, and it is brand new with tags, and it has the original price on it, folks, believe it or not. When this was first put in an M&S shop, this was that much, $69.99. I think that's how you pronounce it, colzone, I think. But for cashmere, and for that price that it originally was at $69.99, that quite clearly is a steal, to be honest with you. And that is going to go in my shop at about 40 to 45 pounds, that, to be honest with you. I might put it on at 50 and accept best offers. I'll take no less than 30 quid for that, I don't think, to be honest with you. Nice blue, and again, cashmere, winner winner, chicken dinner. Now we have a brand that I wasn't aware of to begin with, that I keep coming across in the charity shops, and then I've suddenly picked a pair up and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try these. But looking at soles and completes, and depending on what the item is, this brand can go for some good money, to be honest with you. And I think it's called Massimo Dutti. Dutti. And these are like a, I guess you'd call them chino jeans things style. And until I looked it up outside the shop, like I say, I wasn't aware of the brand, but it's a brand that I'll be picking up now. And they look quite, in fact they look like a women's size, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure, but it was in the men's section. And like I say, I haven't done the research on them outside the shop when I wasn't sure about them because I couldn't get a signal inside. It says that they're a size 38 and 28 inch leg. But they look, I can't help but think they look like a women's sort of jeans, but no, I could have been assured that they are men's, so be it. And I'm probably looking at about 20 quid, 15 to 20 quid. I might put them on for about $29.99 and see where they take me and see how well they do, because I've never had them in my shop before. We have, excuse me, dropping things all over the place, that's better. We have a pair of cordy trousers, corduroy, nice like a sandy colour, but again, regardless of brand or condition, we have a pair of Hugo Boss cords, and Hugo Boss, decent brand, decent make, and cords can go for some good money, to be honest with you, depending on who they're made by, what brand they are. But Hugo Boss is always a good seller, and they're going to go on my store for $39.99, best offer. Take no less than 20 or 25 for them, and see what happens with them. What do we have next? We have a bit of an underrated brand, I think, personally, in the reselling world and clothing world. I I've done well with this brand before, and this is Gap, but not just any Gap. This is a Cashmere Gap Jumper, and this is a size large. Nice black, or is it brown? No, grey. Sorry, quite a basic one. But for cashmere, for £1, being Gap, then I'd pick that up all day long. It's in great condition. No bubbles or anything like that, or marks of any description. And again, that I'll probably end up in my shop for £29.99 best offer. Take no less than 20 for it. I'll say that one till last because I think you might like the last one. And again, we have a pair of, well, I'd say, would you say that's purple? We have another pair of Chords, but these are Tommy Hilfiger Chords. You can just see on there, look. But these are called, they did have a name somewhere. Can't see the name now. But yeah, Tommy Hilfiger Chords. Again, Tommy Hilfiger. Depending on what it is, because some things are worth less than others, obviously. But a red pair of, or burgundy, I should say, a burgundy pair of Tommy Hilfiger Chords. Again, I'm going to put these on for £39.99 best offer, and take no less than 20 to 25 quid for them. So I was quite pleased to have that in my shop. And last but not least, a brand I'd never even heard of. Again, until I did my research in the shop, but it caught my eye for various reasons, is this shirt. And it has, whether you can see, mopeds and scantily clad women on. Now the brand is Cotton Stocks, a brand I'd never even heard of. Until, again, I did my research, and some of the shirts are not worth a great deal, but some of the printed ones, like these, some of these can go for absolutely ridiculous money, depending on what sort of design and pattern it's got on it. Because they can get all sorts of patterns from dogs, cats, all sorts of things, and being the subject matter of mopeds, because obviously a lot of people ride mopeds, or it looks a bit retro. And like I say, the pattern ones tend to sell for around about the 30 to 45 or 49.99 mark. Usually in the 30 to 40 pound mark. And when I seen that, I was instantly drawn to it. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have that. Because this is a size 44-45. 17.5 inch collar. So if you ever come across that brand, and it's a very odd, out there pattern, like that, I'd pick it up as far as you. So, excuse me. Excuse me. And that, clothing wise, is it. I did pick up a bundle of PlayStation 2 games the other day, and these were 10 for £1. Not major titles, not big titles, but 10p each. Basically, I've only got to sell one to get my money back, and the rest is pure profit gravy, as they say. We have, for the PlayStation 2, Robotech Invasion. only worth about £3 or £4, but again, just sell that one by itself and my money's back, or doubled, whichever the case may be. We have PlayStation 2 Shadow the Hedgehog. Again, probably worth about £3 or £4, probably a little bit more, because being Sonic the Hedgehog related. We have Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. Again, £3 or £4. AV3 Off-Road Fury racing game. 10p. Then I think that one was worth about £3 or £4 as well. Most of these will be, you know, £3 or £4. We have Seek and Destroy, a tank game. We have Robot Wars Destruction Arena. That's probably worth a little bit more. That's worth about a £5, I think. Transformers the game, that's worth about £4 or £5 as well. Now this one is worth about £8. I'm going to put that on for $10.99. Spongebob Squarepants. These Spongebob Squarepants games are always ones to look out for, depending on year of manufacture sort of thing, or coming out. But yeah, that one's probably worth about £6 to £8 all day long. And that is Spongebob Squarepants Battle of the Bikini Bottom. We have Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, and that's worth about £3 to £4. Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30, not worth a great deal, about £2 to £3. There's possibly going to be a bundle of them, and there's probably two, like I say, 2 or 3 that are worth standout games by themselves. PlayStation 2 Everything or Nothing, £3 to £4 again. And then Cell Damage Overdrive, again £3 to £4, depending on current listings. Most of them all the manuals as well. So yeah, I was quite pleased to come across them. And I think, folks, that is it, to be honest with you. No, hang on a minute. This little thing. Now, this looks quite retro to me. But I could be wrong. It could be one of those cheaply made ones. I don't know. Now, this is it looks like a 1970s or something period. 80s, 70s. We have a telephone index, memo, pen holder and pin tray. Looks a bit Art Deco-ish, retro. And when I looked inside, I don't think it's been used, to be honest with you, as it was still more or less still sealed in its plastic. And you've got the phone book there, the pen holder there, the little diary thing there to make notes with and stuff like that. And like I say, there's no brand on it, and there's no barcode on it for me to scan. So I've got to do a little bit more research on that one. So I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to price that. But for £1, I thought, do you know what, that looks interesting enough to make at least a 10 to 15 quid. I don't know, that's just off the top of my head. So yeah, I was quite pleased to have that, and a load of designer gear in my shop on eBay. So yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, long awaited video. So like I say, sorry it's been a while. Had other issues to deal with, lost my mojo for my YouTube channel. So if you're still sticking with me, thank you very much appreciated. More videos coming out soon. But all I can say is hit that like button, give me the thumbs up, leave comments down below if you wish to. So yeah, thank you for watching, This is Mr. Diggs signing out. Live long and prosper. Happy selling.